Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt in Japan. Welcome back to my channel. It's a very hot and humid summer night here in Japan, so I'm doing a night version because the days have been about upper 90s, so almost over 100 every day here. So it's cooled down a little bit, but still got the AC pump in here. So if you hear the noise in the background, that's just the air conditioner. So anyways, yes, we are looking at Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron Trilogy Decepticon Snapdragon. Finally have this in hand. Just came in today, and we'll be doing some comparisons to his G1 self and also Ape Face. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. There you have Snapdragon still in the packaging. Decepticon Snapdragon, run-of-the-mill packaging. On the side you do get a really cool piece of artwork for Snapdragon, and he is a Voyager class. Product information on the bottom. You have the Earthrise artwork on the side. And looking at the back, we have Decepticon Snapdragon. He is a triple changer. He goes from robot mode to his jet mode to his beast mode, which is a dragon mode. Almost looks very dinosaur-like, but we'll call it a dragon for now. Transforms into 14 steps and then 20 steps into the beast mode. The shuttle, or the jet, is looking really cool, very G1-esque. And yeah, like I said, we'll be doing some comparisons with the G1 figure. So yes, without further ado, let's crack open Snapdragon and see what he's all about. Okay, so here we have Earthrise Snapdragon out of the packaging. Let's take a look at him up close. First of all, let's take a look at the head sculpt, which is a headmaster, just like Ape Face was. And you see some nice molded detail on the helmet there and on the side. You get some nice red painted eyes and a purple painted mask. My only beef is they didn't bother to paint on this little rim up here under his eyes, so that's kind of unfortunate there, but not a big deal. Going down, you get some really nice molded detail on the chest piece. You get the two Decepticon symbols. Again, the molded detail on this figure is really nice. A lot of molded detail almost everywhere you look. Going down the arms, on the sides here, you get a little bit going down on his abs and even his crotch area there. His legs. The beautiful thing about this is there's no schmutz, for lack of a better term. There's no battle damage, whatever you want to call it. You know, the way Ape Face, I think Ape Face would have looked a lot better if it didn't have all that crap thrown all over the place. But anyways, this is a nice clean figure and it looks really nice. And the colors are just really popping on this. You get that sort of blue teal with against the sort of off-white gray, the black and the purple. Yeah, it's looking really good. So let's bring in his G1 self. Here he is, G1 Ape Face, and of course he falls down. But yeah, he is did I say G1 Ape Face? Sorry, Snapdragon. I don't know, I get confused. Anyways, there is G1 Snapdragon, and let's just take a close look at them. And yeah, a little bit different head sculpt. So you still got the purple mask, but actually G1 Snapdragon has that sort of clear yellow plastic for the eyes as opposed to the red. But it does have that nice detail on the headmaster here. You get that sort of, you know, the feet sticking out there with the little red there, and they actually did try to emulate that a little bit here on the headmaster, so that's really nice. And yeah, they did a good job kind of reimagining this figure. The purple on the G1's a little bit more red. I think this is a little bit more blue. Not a big deal. And just taking a look at them from the back. You know, the G1 figure had the big nose cone just hanging off the back. This is a little bit more clean, a little cleaner, sorry. The Snapdragon, the Earthrise Snapdragon, has a pretty clean look on the back. Not much of a backpack. So anyways, yeah. There he is with G1 Snapdragon. And let's just take his, just curious what the guns look like on the comparison here. So here is Earthrise, and he gets two of these. They're exactly identical. Some pretty nice sculpt work on the gun there, very nice. And this is the G1 gun. So yeah, actually they're very similar. Even has that little part in the back right there, so yeah, very similar in their weapons. So he does come with two of those. And let's take a quick look at the articulation. Like I said, this is a headmaster, so he gets full 360 rotation. He can look a little bit up, little down, little wiggle side to side. That's about it. You know the drill with those guys. On the arms, you do get a full 360. You just have to kind of be careful about... Yeah, you can get a full 360, but it's a little bit hindered by here, so you pretty much get it. What is nice is you get the really nice bend at the shoulder here. And there actually is a little bit of molded detail right in there. They could have left that sort of hollow and stuff, but or just, you know, unfinished or just flat or whatever. But yeah, they actually went the extra mile to put in some molded detail, which is nice. He does have a bicep swivel here. He does have a little less than 90 at the elbow because of this part here. There is no hand articulation really. There is a nice waist swivel. There is a thigh swivel. There is, his legs can go out that much, back that much, out. Let's get his hands out of the way. It can go out that much. You can do the full splits. And there's that classic Earthrise and Siege ankle pivot, quite a deep one, mind you. And bend at the knee goes about 90 degrees. So yeah, very, very posable. And I must say, this figure right out of the box is tight. Not tight meaning like cool tight. This is like the joints are tight. Like this swivel here is like super tight. Like I'm actually kind of you know, I'm not like exaggerating here. I'm kind of, you know, it takes work to sort of swivel that arm there. They're all very tight. The leg joints are tight. Everything. The pins are tight. It feels really nice. It feels really nice. So, anyways, let's get out Mr. Ape Face here. This is the Earthrise Ape Face. Actually, sorry, Siege Ape Face. You know it's Siege because that was all the crap on the legs there. So, let me put Snapdragon's guns back in. And let's just do a quick comparison. There he is with his fellow Decepticon, Ape Face. And yeah, they look really nice together. It looks like a nice set. Very, very cool. I think I'm liking Snapdragon a little bit better. Ape Face wasn't a bad figure, but he had a lot of flaws. Mainly the plastic and all the battle damage and all that. And his jet mode was just kind of horrific, actually. So I'm really excited to get Snapdragon in his jet mode. So without further ado, yeah, let's get this guy transformed into his jet mode. Alright, so we're back with Snapdragon in his jet mode, and this is a sweet looking jet mode. This is a really cool alt mode. Just a lot of things going on here. You get the really nice see-through yellow plastic here. We'll get into the cockpit in a minute. But just going around, you do see some really nice molded detail, some nice panel lining there. You get the nice paint on the back wings here, the purple and the teal, and some nice sort of molded in missiles here on the back wings. You can kind of see some robot kibble kind of hanging out back here. It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker by any means. Again, more molded detail on the top here. This is some night paint applications here. Some little guns up there and things. Just really nice sculpted detail and some panel lines there. And pretty much the same on the other side. So yeah, that's how he looks from the front. Really cool. Really digging this space, not space shuttle. I'm over here looking at Astro Train here. This sort of spacey jet mode here, and he's got, you know, the shoulders in robot mode also double as sort of little torpedoes and missiles on the side here. And yeah, really cool. So bringing in, let's see if we can get him on. Let's see if we can get him. Let's adjust my camera a little bit. Okay. Because I know the G1 Snapdragon's a lot taller. It's a lot bigger. But just as a quick comparison, there he is with his G1 self. And yeah, very nice. Very nice attention to detail. Very similar shape. You know, my G1 Snapdragon's a little bit faded and stuff. The stickers are still pretty nice on them, but yeah, there they are side by side. And just like the G1, let's just put those off to the side. Just like the G1, you can put the headmaster in the cockpit, and I was just gonna do a quick little kind comparison here. This is the Earthrise Headmaster. And you get some nice little painted detail. You get the red eyes and the purple mask. Some nice pinkish red paint there. And it looks nothing like the G1 Headmaster here. But similar colors, actually. The colors are very similar. The purples and the reds are very similar. So there they are, kind of side by side. Taking a look at them. So like I said, you can take the G1, and this one opens up just this way. Whoa, there goes the nose cone. And he just kind of fits in there, and you can have him flying away. So see you there. And then taking a look at the Earthrise, it actually has double doors that open up. And I can tell already these are very, very tight. And one of the coolest things I think about this jet mode is the attention to detail that they put inside the cockpit. I mean, when have we seen paint like this on the inside of a cockpit? It's been a while. But yeah, really nice attention to detail. You got little buttons and grids and gauges, and all they're painted in that sort of teal color. Really nice accent. So yeah, you can take your little Headmaster and throw him in there if you want. The only thing is these doors don't open too wide, so be careful. You don't want to snap them off. That's about as far as they go. So if you want to put the Headmaster inside, he's just gonna have to put him down. And let's see here. Yeah, it's really tight. So yeah, there he is. And then these doors are very, very tight on mine. So I know everyone's copy is different, but yeah, like I said in the robot mode, all these hinges are very, very tight. So there you are. And he does have one piece of landing gear on the front. Nothing really on the back. Just have these two little things here, which sort of act as landing gear so he can stand. Anyways, so there he is. One more comparison. That's why I was talking about Astrotrain. I have Astrotrain here, and let's just do a quick comparison with Astrotrain. And looks like, let's see, who's the winner? It looks like Snapdragon is a bit taller than Astrotrain. And there they are side by side. Yeah, really digging that jet mode. That Snapdragon jet mode is really cool. Really liking that a lot. I think the colors too, just really nice. So there's just a side by side comparison with Astrotrain. We'll get Astrotrain out of there. Making my own sound effects here. Yeah, so there he is. And of course, look what I did. I have one of the Earthrise guns and I have one of the G1 guns. I was wondering why that port was kind of tight. Like, okay. That's how similar they are. So let's take off the G1 gun here and let's actually put in the one that actually goes in there. There we go. Now we have both of the Earthrise guns. And they peg in there. There's lots of ports and things that you can peg guns in. There's also one port here on top that you could technically... Let's take Astrotrain's gun here and you could technically plug in that. It's very loose though. So yeah, there is another port up top there. And there are some pegs here for blast effects and such. So yeah, really cool jet mode. So let's change him from his jet to his beast mode. All right, so here we have Earthrise Snapdragon in his beast mode, his dragon mode. Let's take a quick look at him. And yeah, he's probably probably my least favorite mode here, but it's pretty cool. I will tell you one thing right off the bat. Getting this Headmaster up in there, it's very difficult. It can be a little tricky. But you know you have it done right if you see the red of his eyes, because the Headmaster's sort of upper arms has these little shapes like this that actually, once you put it up there, his eyes will go red. If you don't have it aligned right, it'll just be black there. So you know you have it right if you have that red part there. And there's a couple different ways you can move the mouth. It is kind of flexible. On the box, it shows more of a closed mouth. And there is an extra pin here on the lower, these two pins here that you can kind of flex around. But I don't want to mess with it too much. I kind of like it just open like that for fear of that coming out again. So, but yeah, pretty cool dragon mode. Probably the least favorite of my modes. Yeah, not a whole lot. There are some articulation points. There's a ball joint, huge ball joint right there. And you do get some up and down pivot. And part of that is because of transformation. And also his arms can kind of go in and out. There's some There is some up and down swivel at the head, so they get a little bit of head movement there. Same as the arms, because his arms basically are his feet. So you do get some postability. You do get some sort of backward knee bend and a little bit of knee bend there. And you do get a little postability in the tail. It's only that one hinge there that kind of makes it look like he has the tail there. So yeah, not a whole lot, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Now I will say this looks a lot better than, no pun intended, this monstrosity. I know they're Horicons and everything, but yeah, the G1 Snapdragon, I always feel like I'm transforming it wrong, but I actually had to look up on TF Wiki like if this was right or not. Yeah, this is, I'm not sure if I have this part transformed right, but for the most part it's right. And yeah, this is just a hot mess. They did a good job of replicating that beast mode. Let me just get them both in frame there. Hold on, let's put them this way so you can get a better shot at them. Yeah, so they did replicate that pretty nicely. But yeah, this that G1, I didn't realize. I rarely have this guy in his dragon mode, so yikes. That doesn't look too great. Anyways, just as a quick comparison, they did a good job. They tried. Yeah, probably least. I'm gonna take him out though. See ya. Probably my least favorite of the triple modes. I think his jet is probably the strongest, followed by his robot, and the dragon is last. Yeah, I've heard some people say like it would have been nice if there was like an extra joint here to sort of have like that tail be into like 2 or 3 different pieces. You could kind of make it more flexible. As it is, it's just this kind of one piece, and it's, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's all right. Again, like I said, this is not the greatest of his modes, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely beats the G1 mode, that's for sure. That's about all for Earthrise, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Decepticon Snapdragon. We have him here. We'll leave him in his beast mode here at the end. And if I were to recommend this figure, I would say yes, please pick this guy up. If you have Ape Face, get Snapdragon. They look good together. Although I would say Snapdragon is the better figure out of the two. Yeah, I didn't bother with Ape Face's beast mode because it's just a pain in the butt. I don't really like to transform him that much. It's that soft plastic. I don't trust myself. Anyways, Snapdragon's it's a lot sturdier, tougher. The joints are tighter. Everything about him is great. Like I said a million times, the beast mode it's all right. It is what it is. And actually, the more I look at it, I'm kind of getting used to it. But yeah, I think the jet mode is the star of the show in this piece here. So, and the robot mode is pretty cool too. So yeah, really nice pickup. I'm glad I got him, and I do recommend this figure. If you guys see him, pick him up. And that's about it. So thanks for watching. It's been Matt in Japan. Have a great day.